Hi friends, this is Dainty Tank. Thank you for joining me. Welcome back to Slay the Princess. This is part 3 in our series, Poke Totoro in the Upper Arcade area. See the rest of it. We're finding last couple of endings here. I wanted to just jump straight back into this, quickly back into this, because I didn't want to lose track of where I was. And I also found out hiding myself up here. Bip. Is the best spot, so I'm doing that. Also, warning, flashing lights, disturbing imagery. This game is in demo. Download it, do the things, do the stuff. I love you all. Heart. Heart. Okay, here we go. Alright, we're gonna load Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the
I'm gonna click
woods.
through.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. Here's the one. What if I just do the most direct path?
You make your way up. A warning. She will lie. We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the
You
blade.
take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
That's really gonna be interesting. What does she say?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a stair. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
It's commanding. Almost as though she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Uh-huh. I'm not saying anything, we're just gonna continue.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
Are you here to kill me or something?
Seal your nerves, step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see the razor sharpness in her gaze? I don't think she's bluffing. She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming, but I have to wonder. Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
There it is again. That razor-sharp look in her eyes and the terrifying conviction in her words. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Of course it is. Look, she's dead. Not sure. I still feel like she still has some kind of trick up her sleeve. Of course not. That would be too easy. Still feel she has a trick.
It's over. You could check her sleeves if you want, but I can assure you that there's nothing hidden up there. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you.
I just left?
Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
Oh my goodness!
But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all.
Huh?
Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of space.
I'm in space! I didn't know I was part of In Space with Marky Moo. No one told me I was going to go to space. As cool as space is. Space is cool. All of that is In Space with Markiplier. Because In Space with Markiplier is fun. And also nominated for an Emmy. Go check out In Space with the Markiplier. But like, why am I in space? What? Oh my goodness.
What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Hold on. Were you sacrificed? Are you the sacrifice? This bullshit. Let me out of here. I was kind of hoping I'd have a better ending for saving the world.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Oh, I don't trust you.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days, or months, or years, or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
You've never been happier?
Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy?
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
Okay, maybe I'm not happy. And I'm not just saying that because you're the last person I talked to. No, we're happy. I'm sure of it. No.
Good. Because I have an idea to get us out of here. Though you're probably not going to like it.
Okay.
Blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Wouldn't using the blade, kill us? Wouldn't we be dead?
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it. In a sense, we'd die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever. I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work.
How do you know?
That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
You'd better be right about this. I'm pretty upset if we die. Not risking death over a weird hunch. Anything to get us out of this hell. You're right. Didn't like this idea. I'm going to stick around and do nothing. Nope. I'd be pretty upset if we die.
If we die, you can yell at me all you want. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate?
Ingrate?
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs.
Uh-oh.
The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
Oh, yay.
The end. Nice knowing you.
The Spectre.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
A terrible sense of... Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no. But I died. But I already killed the princess.
I can assure you that you didn't. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. What are you talking about? The princess is very much alive and very much in need of slaying before she does her thing and destroys the world. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again.
Voice of the Cold?
Oh, is there another one of us in here? I've always been here. I've just gotten a little louder. And I'm ready for all of us to have a marvelous time.
Okay, so there's so much lore implications here. I've always been here. So this is different parts of my brain that basically are just like being given personification effectively, which is so cool because it's basically like a rapid onset like DOD, dissociative disorder, which is basically like where you break off different parts of your personality. Oh my goodness, which is fascinating.
Just stay focused on the task at hand.
You trapped me here after I slew her last time. I'm not going to play along this time.
How unfortunate that the sole person capable of slaying the princess also seems to be somewhat insane. Oh well, so long as you get the job done, it doesn't matter what sort of mental state you're in.
Oh.
I have one last warning for you. She will lie, she will cheat, you're right. She won't be a problem. I'm not sure I'm a fan of my new roommate. I think there's a lot more to this situation than we've been told. The situation couldn't be more straightforward. Just ignore him.
I'm not good at anything straightforward. Proceed. Uh-huh.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows.
Oh my goodness.
The only item of furniture is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. Before you have a chance to even think about taking it, the top of a head appears from underneath the floorboards.
Hi.
Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here? A ghost!
Good job voice acting.
Oh, wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
No, and X marks the spot.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, killer. I guess we've got some things to talk about, haven't we? Like how you murdered me?
Uh-huh. The Spectre. Oh! Ah! So good. So good. So good. My goodness. I love this. Looks like there's a couple others that we can do, so we're going to go for those.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here.
So, one apparently is... Okay, thanks. Thanks
Don't
for telling
mention
me what to do.
It's all part of the job.
Uh-huh.
You make your way up a warning. She will lie. She will We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him. He doesn't...
He does know what he's talking about.
The interior of the cabin is the blade.
Take the blade.
Take...
Enter. Yes.
The door. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
It's Commander. Don't let it fool you.
Continue.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs.
She's so coldly beautiful.
Focus on the task at hand.
Save this. So this is apparently a couple paths.
Are you here to kill me or something?
Steal your nerves and step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see the razor sharpness in her gaze? I don't think she's bluffing. She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming, but I have to wonder. Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
There it is again. That razor-sharp look in her eyes and the terrifying conviction in her words. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Of course not, it's not that easy.
It's over. Don't get all worked up. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
Since I'm stuck.
But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of space. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
That's bullshit. Let me out of here.
What's done is done. And there's no going back now. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days, or months, or years, or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey. We're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
No. Actually,
Are
Didn't
we
you hear?
really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
well, we are very happy. Because, no, we're happy. I'm sure of it.
Really? Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning.
Happy still has plenty of meaning.
Please shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
Happy forever. You did it! You saved everyone! It's so good. I got the good ending. I mean, look at this. Look at this. There's all the things. I saved everyone. Yay! Did it. Ah, so good. Click, click. Okay. So now we know what the good ending is, which is hilarious. You did it.
Focus on the task at hand.
Okay.
Are you here to kill me or something?
No, nuh-uh.
Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Tighten your grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see the razor sharpness in her gaze? I don't think she's bluffing. She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Like, are you sure she's not
I'm
armed?
positive. I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Hesitating. Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
Oh yeah, there was a whole, like, I'm gonna save right here. I remember
Then I'm not talking to you.
we had this. And it was like, squint. So I want to squint.
You stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back. The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
Squint at the princess harder.
You squint even harder.
Staring contest, I knew there was something. There had to be.
So does she. At least nobody's dying right now. You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink.
I'm gonna blink. I'll drop the blade.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
Uh-huh.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So, this is a pretty awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward.
Not to make things even more awkward, but do you know why you're here to kill me?
Of course I do. Do you think I come here to kill someone without knowing why? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? You're a threat to the world. No, I can't say that I do. I'm told things. But I'm not sure what to believe.
Believe me.
And do you think asking me what to believe is going to suddenly make everything crystal clear? Let's not pretend that's going to happen. As far as you're concerned, and as far as they're concerned, I'm going to say whatever I have to get out of here. That's just the dynamic of our situation.
Facts. That was exactly what I was talking about last episode. I'm here because you're going to end the world. There's people out there that think you're a threat to the world.
Don't just tell her that.
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster?
That's cute.
Did they even bother to tell you how I'm supposed to end the world? Because that just doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd be capable of.
Oh, hi, sir. Are you coming? We have a pixel. I know. And it's not a comfy spot. I know. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? Been told enough. I was hoping you'd tell me. Touch. I'm gonna remain silent. Let her keep talking.
They haven't told you anything, have they? Look, at the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
Okay.
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
Facts?
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or any other number of good things that I'm sure you want to hear.
Uh-huh.
But you don't really know me, do you?
No, I don't.
What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So, do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk.
Okay, we talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
Yes.
You know why you're here.
Uh-huh. I'm going to keep her locked away. I'm going to keep her here. Forever. Uh-huh. At least for a bit. We can get to know each other better.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Such a creepy stare. Help her escape, slay the princess. Nah, I made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
I don't think she's bluffing either.
Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
No, we're sticking to the
It'll be
plan.
the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way.
Yeah.
You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
Oh!
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker.
Nope.
No, it doesn't.
Threaten me all you want. All it does is ease my guilty conscience. So, all that was just an act, wasn't it? You're not really innocent or harmless. I want to save this. Eh.
I can be innocent and harmless, if I want to be. Teasing me with fresh air and a chance to finally live freely doesn't inspire me to play nice.
Woo-hoo-hoo. I love that voice.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin.
No.
The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar.
Hold up,
Its
it was...
lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
Why did you barricade with the table when it opened in? Right?
Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working.
Oh, goodness.
It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
That's a good point.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
How do you feel that?
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Princess Souls? The nightmare. Ah!
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Okay, no, wait, hasn't this already happened?
A terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Are we sure we don't just want to turn around and hightail it out of here? She's going to do unspeakable things to us if we go back there.
Voice of the meek.
Is there another one of us in here?
You're a voice of reason, right? Tell them we shouldn't go to the cabin. Tell them we shouldn't even bother. You are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff that pathetic little voice to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Yeah, silently proceed. Let's go.
I have one last warning for you. She will lie. Oh, God. We can't go in there. Do either of you feel sick? Because I feel sick just thinking about that place. We're going to die.
You should be careful. There's something very wrong going on here.
Ignore them. They don't know what they're talking about. She's just a princess. No reason to get all freaked out.
Uh-huh. What is it this time, though?
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only item of furniture is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. No. The basement door. It isn't there anymore. She could be anywhere. It's just a frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting.
She's been waiting.
No, what did you do? This isn't how things are supposed to go. She's supposed to be an ordinary princess. Quick, the blade.
Go ahead and take your little toy. It won't do you any good.
Your legs go numb before you even have a chance to reach for the blade. You collapse to the floor as your lungs seize up, refusing to take in air. No, not again!
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Oh, goodness.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Ugh. Okay, I'm sorry, but like, look at that. That's insane. Oh my god. So good.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, the nightmare. Okay. So one last one. Okay, one last one. Oh my god. Okay. So good.
You're on up, you're here.
So this one we're gonna speed through. Viva la
That's the
revolution.
You make your way. A warning. We're not gonna go. Ignore him.
Proceed.
The interior of the blade is
You enter the basement. Not this time.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Yeah, I'm here to say
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Huh.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Examine the chains.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Maybe I'll go check upstairs.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Is someone else here?
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Easier for whom?
Easier for who?
Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
So bad.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
Or we could use it to free her.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Oh. So I only have the free the princess route.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
No, she didn't. She clutches the wound, softly smiling as her gaze meets yours.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door. This is different.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Watch me.
What are you doing?
I'll warn her.
Stop that.
Oh, I thought this was all a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges. Wait, she dodges? Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
And now we're gonna slay the princess.
Thank you.
I've tried so hard and got so far. Let's go on from like the Cell Saga. Oh my goodness.
I'll do my best to make this quick.
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease. You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you.
Ugh.
She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world.
It can't just end like this, right?
As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The beast. Oh, goodness.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
She's going to kill me again.
Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
I can still feel each and every puncture and laceration. That beast hurt us, but we're going to hurt her back.
Voice of the obsessed? We're gonna hurt her back?
Oh, is there another one of us in here? Good. It seems like your head's in the right place. If you can all just stay focused on the task at hand, the princess will be good and slain in no time at all.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Such magnificent gusto. We'll all be in the clear in no time. I have one last warning for you. She will lie, she will cheat, and she's right, you know. She's a clever one, and determined too. Keep your eyes open and your senses sharp, because we're not going to let her get the best of us again.
Jeez.
Ignore him, she's just a princess. Don't overestimate her.
Don't overestimate her? We have lost everything. All the time.
The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only item of furniture is a plain, termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
I love how even the simplest detail of the cabin has
The
changed.
blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yes, do it. Take the blade and make her pay for what she's done.
Oh my god, yes. Okay, I'm just gonna save just in case. Just in case. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. The door to the basement creeps open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to step over a few holes. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're stepping down into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. She growls up the stairs.
I can smell you.
Ugh.
It isn't hypnotizing anymore. It's almost feral.
Ooh.
Don't let her intimidate you. You carefully make your way down the stairs. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, a large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
She has both her arms again. And she's different, isn't she?
Uh-huh.
The beast is showing us what she really is.
Oh, goodness.
You're the reason I'm still down here. Fiend, monster, betrayer. Nothing will get between my teeth and your throat.
Oh, goodness. The beast. Ah, so good. Okay. Again, go and wishlist this item. Go and support this team. Again, it's Black Tabby, Scarlet Hollow creators. Scarlet Hollow Chapter 4 is dropping in like 3 weeks, so we're gonna totally play that. Honestly, this is amazing. I love this premise. I love the stories. I love the endings. It's just so cool. Ugh. Even the space. Space was cool too. Space is cool. Alright, with that, I love you all, and I'll see you next time. Bye.